Yeah, Arrowhead Chiefs. It's your girl, Miss Nicole. Queen of Hustle, baby. Started from the bottom, now we here. My homie at the start of his career. Let's go. Try to warn him early, hear the truth. Tune in every Sunday for the juice. Arrowhead Chiefs podcast, bringing all the news. If you missed the play, come back for reviews. Cris Styles out here rapping for the crew. Post game highlights, go subscribe on YouTube. If you missed the play, come back for reviews. Post game highlights, go subscribe on YouTube.
What's up, Chiefs Kingdom? You are tuned in to the Arrowhead Chief Podcast, episode 258. Hope everybody's having a good day. Whatever you're doing, you're at home, you're at work. We appreciate you tapping in today. We're going to do something a little different today. We're going to do just a recording right now. We'll do the live stream later. But I got Greg of the Red Kingdom podcast coming on with me today to talk about the current state of the Kansas City Chiefs, which is not good right now because they're out the playoffs. We're in foreign territory right now. Not foreign to the old Chiefs fans, but foreign to the last 7 years of Chiefs Kingdom with all the success that we've had. But we got Greg on here today to talk with us about Chiefs and talk about the stadium too moving. We were talking about it before we came on, so get his opinion on that too. Also get his opinion on the playoffs and everything going on in the NFL. Greg, how you doing, man?
I'm doing awesome, Chris. Thank you for having me on. I've been watching you guys for the past year. You know, you guys have an awesome show, so glad to be a guest.
No problem. Yes. No problem. Thank you for coming on, brother. Appreciate you coming on, giving us your insight and your wisdom on the Kansas City Chiefs, man. Always love to hear other people's perspectives, man. So thank you for coming on, man. Well, let's talk about, it really isn't much to talk about this game because we all knew that this game really didn't mean anything right now. Chiefs are eliminated from the playoffs. Now, I was hoping to see some young players get a little bit of run in this game, seeing that, these last 3 games, you could evaluate, see what you got going into the next year. You know what I'm saying? Some of the young guys, some of the guys you might be bringing back. Maybe, you get a little bit of Bossa out there, Jeffrey Bossa, linebacker that they drafted, some Jalen Royals. Maybe we get a little bit of Jalen Royals, more carries for Brashad Smith, maybe. We ain't getting none of that. They tried it out, all the starters out there. And look, offensively, I wasn't expecting too much, but, I like, Gardner Minshew's a good backup, but I wasn't expecting us to light up the field up in their hell. We was having problems with Patrick Mahomes in the lineup, trying to get, in the end zone and score and get a competent offense going these past, 4 or 5 games. So I wasn't really expecting too much for Gardner Minshew, but then once he got hurt, you got Chris Oladokin. He probably hasn't had no reps probably since training camp. So he's going out there with the ones, don't really know what's going on. He did all right for, what he had, but the offense really still couldn't get nothing going. And then defensively, which was more concerning for me, was that the starters were out there and they were making Cam Ward look like the second coming of Tom Brady.
Yeah, it was bad. It was bad, yeah.
That was a little concerning for me. But it also highlights how much Patrick Mahomes was covering up with this team and how, there should be some major changes should be coming to this roster next year and maybe into this coaching staff too. But just give me your overall feeling of the game and how you felt about it.
Well, that game felt like being a Chiefs fan in 2012. Yeah. And that was it's been a long time since it's a fourth quarter and I switched to something else. That was it's been a long time, like Matt Castle days and what's that, Brody Kroll and all that. Tyler Palco, we have come a long way from that, and to kind of be reliving that was kind of crazy. But the Chiefs did not, like I said, they were not they didn't come out with any fire.
Mm-mm.
They were just out there like, if we lose, it's okay. And I understand as far as like, as fans, yes, we do want the Chiefs to have a good, draft spot and, draft in the top 10 and all of that. That doesn't mean we'll try and put effort, So there was no fire. Creed Humphrey and Trey Smith seemed like they were the only ones that cared, honestly. This season, as we've called it on the Red Kingdom podcast, the 2025 Chiefs season will be forever known as Murphy's Law. It was the Murphy's Law season.
Yeah,
everything that could go wrong went wrong. It went wrong. So it was, the typical season, the season that it's been. So, Butker made some field goals. He missed some field goals with some penalties, with some drop passes. So all around, it was a D minus game, if you want to put a grade on it. My hope is that they at least come out with some effort.
Yeah.
Against Denver on Christmas. Don't get embarrassed on Christmas. And don't, if we end up losing by a touchdown or, whatever, okay, but let's at least give some kind of effort here.
Yeah.
The Broncos are trying to be the 1 seed, so let's try to ruin, what they're trying to do. So that's what I'm looking forward to. Hopefully, Chris Oladokin plays better, and we can at least be able to score 2 touchdowns. If that's not asking a lot.
Yeah, hopefully, he's gonna get a little bit of reps. I mean, I don't think they're gonna be doing too much hard practicing this week since it's a quick turnaround for Thursday. So they'll probably be in shorts and t-shirts, long sleeves, or how they do it. So it won't be no padded practices or anything like that. But I do hope that they have a nice script for him. And the only thing that really kind of irritated me about Sunday's game is Andy and them, they don't know. They act like they can't adjust their scheme to the player that's out there. They try to run the same scheme that Patrick Mahomes is running. And it's you can't do that, man. That's not Pat. It's not Patrick Mahomes. So you have to switch it up. You have to adjust your scheme to the guy that's out there. Make him feel comfortable. So I'm expecting a lot of short throws, a lot of get the ball out of his hands quick. Probably try to run the football with Kareem Hunt and Isaiah Pacheco, which I wish they would try to put Rashad Smith, hopefully even Damian Pierce out there instead of, Isaiah. I just think with the Isaiah Pacheco thing, I just think, man, the course is ran, it's ran its course. He's not going to be on the team next year. I get it. You're trying to get him to audition for other teams, but by this time, people know who Isaiah Pacheco is. You don't need to trot him out there to try to get him a couple of good games. If somebody going to sign him in the offseason, somebody going to sign him in the offseason because they know what they're getting in Isaiah Pacheco. We've had our gripes with Isaiah Pacheco. He when he first got here, he was exciting, ran hard. Guys, helped us get some wins, helped us win some Super Bowls. I'll never take anything away from Isaiah Pacheco, but I just think those leg injuries and, just him getting hurt constantly in the legs, where lower leg injuries, it just take its toll on his body, man. And I just don't think he's the same player as he used to be. And then Kareem Hunt, God bless his soul, man. I hurt every time Kareem Hunt gets hurt, gets hit, and he's on the ground getting up. It's just I feel him because he just get up. Somebody help me. Somebody help me up. So I'll be hoping give Brashard Smith something. Give him a couple carries just to see what you got in him. I mean, you know the kid got a little juice when it comes to running. You know what I'm saying? He's a fast kid. You know what I'm saying? And why don't you just see what you got? You know what I'm saying? It can't get no worse. It can't get no worse. So, and now, especially now that you're out of the playoffs, what do you lose? Like, you're not losing anything. Get some of these young guys. Maybe you get some. You see some of them and build their momentum going into the 2026 season. Like, all right, we saw a little flash from Brashard Smith. He ran a 25-yard touchdown, or Jalen Royals, he caught a 20-yard touchdown, or got a couple first downs. Look like he can get open versus man. Like, that's something that I just think that they should do. And it's just sometimes, you get these older coaches. And I love Andy. I love Spags. I'm not one of these fans out here like, oh, fire Andy Reid, fire Spags. No, like, they just need to make some adjustments, though.
Talking crazy.
Yeah, they just talking wild. Like, one season, y'all ready to get rid of them? Like, no. Like,
it's been way worse than this before.
Man, we've had way worse coaches. Like, can I interest you in some Romeo Crennel? Like,
Romeo, Todd Haley, we can go down the list on that.
Interest you into a couple of bad coaches? Like, no, we ain't saying that. But I just wish they would just be like, look, we're gonna put some of these young guys out here and stop being stubborn and we're gonna try to win this game. Like, bro, don't yes, I'm with you, Greg. Try hard. Don't go out there and especially since this is Travis's last game, you got to lay it on the field for him. You know what I'm saying? This will be his last game in Arrowhead. I'm sure he's going to be playing hard. So definitely you want to go out there and play hard for him. If anything else, play hard for him. So, but I do wish they would just get some of these young guys on the field, man. I'm so sick and tired of seeing Jack Cochran on the field. I'm so tired of seeing that dude. He's a terrible special teams and he's terrible at linebacker. Why are we playing him?
Yep.
So that's just my initial thoughts as far as this game, And like you said, Murphy Law, first drive of the game, Gardner Minshew gets hurt.
Yeah, that's
It was just like, what? Yeah, when it rains, it pours.
It's pouring real bad.
And you're right. It's pretty much how the season has gone. Like, drop passes. Even Patrick, as good as he is, he's been better than his last few seasons, but even he's had his times where red zone interceptions, where it just back-breaking interceptions and him not throwing the ball when guys are just wide. He's like looking at him and it's like he don't trust it. Like, just throw it. Throw it. Exactly. Running out of clean pockets when he didn't have to. It was just like, just throw the ball, man. He right there. Like, sometimes it was just like, it was just, I don't know. Maybe it was just Pat just not trusting his system no more. And that's something that Andy's going to have to think about in the offseason, or I don't know. It's just something that they got to think about. But what are your initial thoughts going into this offseason?
Well, there's going to be some changes in the coaching staff. We already know that.
Yeah.
So Tobe with with special teams, he's probably going to be out. Andy Heck, their offensive line coach, he's probably going to be out. Matt Nagy, that he's probably going to be on his way out. And my whole thing with Matt Nagy, and we've talked about the past couple of weeks on our show, is my whole thing is this. It's easy to blame him. The reason why I give him some blame and not all for the offense is, at the end of the day, Andy Reid runs the offense.
Mm-hmm.
So if there's a play he don't like, or his plays being called that he don't like, he can easily say, hey, Matt, cut them plays out.
Mm-hmm.
You're not doing that. So for you to be running, and I saw a couple videos where they ran the same play and the same formation for 3 straight games.
Yep.
And I said, so who's coming up with this? As the head coach, you can't tell your offensive coordinator, that's his title, and say, hey, We done ran this play 3 straight times, the same formation. You don't think people gonna catch on? So, whoever they bring in as the offensive coordinator, it's still gonna be Andy's offense.
Mm-hmm.
What I would like is for that person to be another voice for Andy as far as saying, hey, Andy, I know you want to do this or I know you want to do that, but let's try this out and see. Or let's try this way and see. And for Andy to be open to that.
Yeah.
I know a lot of Chiefs fans, I keep hearing, EB this, EB that. I'm about to pull my hair out. I'm on some EB. And the reason for that is this. EB, no doubt, he was a hell of a coach when he was here. A great running backs coach. He played the offensive coordinator role very well. The thing about it was towards the end of his time here, let's just be honest about it. EB got on a lot of people's nerves. That's why he didn't come. That's why he was let go or they parted or however you want to say, right? So, and I do believe that story that was taken down. Remember, before his last year, one of the Chiefs pages had a story about how EB and Pat had got into it at halftime of the 21 AFC title game.
Mm-hmm.
I believe that happened.
I do too.
And the relationship was never the same after that between them two. And with that led to EB's tenure coming to a close here. Do I think he'll come back if he's asked? No. I think that answer is going to be no from him. I think he's happy where he's at with the Bears. And honestly, I feel like the Chiefs need to get a younger perspective in here.
I do. I agree.
Whether it's McDaniel, if he gets fired from the Dolphins, or whoever, just something that's different. That's what the Chiefs need for the offensive side. Spags is a Hall of Fame defensive coordinator.
I agree.
Would love for him to stay. Hopefully he don't get no coaching job nowhere.
Right.
And kind of get younger on the defensive side of the ball. Maybe you trade Chris Jones, or do what you need to do and get some pieces. I was disappointed in Chris Jones this year because how he turned up in that Houston game, he should have been turning up like that all season.
I do.
All season long.
I actually think since the bye week, I think Chris has been playing very well. I think before the bye, I agree. There were some spots where it was just like, you kind of slacking, my brother. But I think after the bye week, I think he came out with his hair on fire, and he's just. Here's the thing about Chris Jones, man. I don't mean to cut you off, but here's the thing about Chris Jones, man. It's just like, I get the fans, but I get Chris too, man. Like, hey, yo, Spags, can you give me some help?
Right. Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah.
I'm 31, baby. I ain't what I used to be. I got 300 and some odd pound men blocking me every time I come off the line, man. Like, and I'm looking over at 56, like, didn't you just get paid?
Yeah,
what you doing, man?
Yeah.
And I'm looking over at 90, like, ain't this supposed to be your year? You want to get paid, bro? Like, what are you doing? Like,
what you doing? Right.
Nothing. So then everybody blames me. Hey,
everybody blames me. That's right.
I'm doing what I can, player. then the rookie gets hurt. This is like, Omar Norman, he gets hurt. It's like Tillery, he ain't giving me no help. Like, this is like, that was the one thing that they failed on the defensive line, was not getting better pass rush. They stayed pat. I would personally, I wouldn't have paid George Karlaftis. I wouldn't have did it. Not this season. I would have to see some more. I would have to see some more. I would have paid Trent.
Yeah.
I would have paid Trent, and I would have said, George, you got to prove it.
Yep.
You got to prove it, player, because you're not as consistent. Like, he's always in the back half of the season. He always turns up a little bit. Even in the playoffs, he plays very well.
Playoffs, yeah.
But I need to see it all
George.
season. If you're gonna be, and look, I'm not expecting you to be T.J. Watt or Nick Bosa. You're not that. But if you're the second tier, like a Trey Hendrickson, somebody like that,
right? Somebody like that, yeah.
I will take that. But it's just like he hasn't been that. It's just the same old George Karlaftis. All you see him do is bull rush up the side, pass the quarterback. Quarterback steps up and throws a first down or touchdown or whatever. And it's just like, George, what are you doing? Whatever you learn, man. Weren't you doing some stuff with Tom Ali? Tom
what's going on, right?
He ain't teaching no hand checking moves and nothing. Like, what are you doing? So, but no, I agree. First half of the season, Chris, he could have played better, especially that Jacksonville game. That was bad. Like, my man Trevor Lawrence trips and falls, and you just see Chris like, huh?
Right.
He's just standing there. Like, nah, man, get him.
Get him. Yeah. It was
bad. It was bad.
Yeah, that was the first sign. That was the first sign of Murphy's Law, that Jacksonville game.
Oh,
that was the first sign.
It might have been Chargers Brazil. Like,
yeah, I mean, that was a sign too. Yeah.
Xavier Worthy hurt on the third play. Bye. I was like, oh, here we go. Here we go.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I agree with you, man. As far as the offensive side, I do think that they do need some young voices in there. And I'm with you with the whole everybody blaming Nagy for everything as far as the offense goes. This is Andy's offense. He calls the plays into Nagy. Nagy calls the plays into Pat. You know what I'm saying? Now Nagy might tell Andy, hey, Pat wants to do this. Pat thinks he likes this. You know what I'm saying? So he'll relay that message, and Andy will probably try to check it off on his little board and say, all right, we can run that play right there. And one thing I will say about EB pretty much did the same thing, but the thing that he did do was keep everybody accountable when they was messing.
Yes, he did. Yeah,
he wasn't afraid to get in Patrick's face, and hey, maybe Patrick didn't like that, but hell, it worked.
It worked. It worked. Yes,
because how many even in the Super Bowl years, we've always had times in the middle of the season where it was a little adversity. The offense wasn't looking too good. Defense was kind of holding it down for us. And then all of a sudden, EB, he may say some stuff or they buckle down and Pat, his mechanics starting to look better or whatever. I just think EB was not afraid to tell Andy, hey, man, run the damn ball, man.
Yeah, just run it. Yeah.
Stop running out of shotgun every play, man. What are you doing? We should be going 45 times a game. Like, come on, man. Like, I just think EB kept it structured. Now he might have his rough edges. He's an old school coach, so he's gonna cuss you out.
Yes.
He's gonna cuss you out. He don't care if you're Patrick Mahomes or if you're the last man on the roster. He's gonna talk to you the same way. And sometimes you need that. You need a dude who just, I don't care. I don't care who you are. At the end of the day, we all on this field trying to win. And that's what matters. And Patrick, I'm gonna yell at you because I know who you are. You are, you're the best. You're the best. When you are the best quarterback in this league right now. People, are trying to beat you. You are the hunted. You know what I'm saying? They are being compared to you. The Josh Allens, the Joe Burrows, the Lamar Jackson, whoever. They get compared to you. So I'm going to cuss you out if I have to do that to get the best out of you. I'm going to cuss out Travis Kelce because I got to hold him accountable. And I just think Nagy, he's just too busy trying to be one of the boys. And it's just like, it's okay, Pat. It's okay, Travis. It's like, no, it's not okay. Travis just dropped the pass that he shouldn't have dropped. You need to cuss him out or tell him, hey, what you doing? Get your head in the game. Because we see Travis on the sideline yelling at everybody else. Like, who gonna keep him accountable? Like,
they're gonna keep him accountable, right?
And that's what EB brought.
Exactly.
But I do agree that we do. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, and that's where I will say Matt Nagy is a little lax when it comes to the discipline part of it.
Yeah.
You can win both ways. EB is old school. We're gonna be on you. It's gonna be disciplined. I'm gonna cuss at you when I need to. And, the Chiefs won that way. Matt Nagy is more relaxed. Hey, everybody out here is grown. I'm gonna let y'all do what y'all do, type thing. And yeah, we still successful as far as getting to the Super Bowl, and then we did also win one. But at the same time, over the course of time, people start getting lax. It's like, oh well, if coach ain't mad that I did a false start, then maybe I'll do a couple more false or maybe I'll line up illegally. Since we don't get, ain't nobody getting mad. So that's where I think that is where EB was the best as far as there was discipline, there was structure. Most of the penalties that we see probably would not happen if he was still here. So that part, yes, I can definitely see that. But at the same time, where the Chiefs are at right now, I just feel like they need that young, creative voice in the room, wherever it can be found. So I don't know who that is. I know Mike Kafka. I've heard his name kind of thrown around too. I don't know how much of a disciplinarian Mike Kafka is, but if it's going to be the same as Nagy, then what's really the difference? So
exactly.
We'll just have to kind of see, who Andy brings in.
Kind
of see how it flows.
Yeah, I agree. And there's some other God bless his heart. Connor Embry, the wide receivers coach. I don't think he's good at what he's doing.
Yeah,
he's not getting the best.
He's got to go to.
He got to go. They need a wide receivers coach that's gonna get the best out and hold these receivers accountable. That's the problem. You see it on plays where Rashee Rice. I think he can be a number one. I just think that he's not getting held accountable for some of his laziness when it comes to running his routes. And, they know they're not getting the ball, so he don't run full. Even Xavier Worthy, I know he was playing hurt a lot this year with the ankle and the shoulder injury. But even then, it was just like there's just certain traits that they show as a team. It's just like they ain't running full hard on their routes like they should be. And if they had just ran it a little bit deeper, attention to detail to their routes, it's just I think a good wide receiver coach would notice that and just be like, "Hey, y'all got to tighten up. Y'all not running your routes good enough. Like you got to get your hands up to beat man. Like you can't just let the corner get their hands on you and expect to run a good route. He gonna bump you off track. So I do think that we need a new voice in there. And then having Todd Pinkston as your running back coach when he was a wide receiver is just like I get it. Like you're trying to train him to know all positions, so maybe eventually he becomes our offensive coordinator, maybe a head coach. I get it, but it's just like, can we get a running back coach that knows running back, play running back?
Running back. Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That knows the finer details of playing the running back position, something like that. And I'm not too mad at Andy Heck. I think Andy Heck gets the best. He's gotten the best out of this offensive line. Like I think, Justin Simmons, like Joshua Simmons, he dropped to us at 32, which was a godsend. Like when he was in there, he was he's the left tackle. He's a franchise left tackle. The kid is very talented. He's very talented. Even when he left, for his personal reason, he came back. He looked like he's better than ever. I was like, dang,
better than ever. Exactly.
Got better. Yep. So it was unfortunate that he got hurt, and then it goes back to your Murphy Law. It's like he gets hurt, and it was Kareem Hunt trying to crack back.
Yeah, trying to help out. Yeah. Dang, Kareem.
Of course. And even like everybody was down on Kingsley because of what happened to him last year, but for all purposes, he's looked pretty good at left guard.
He's had a very good. I've been so impressed with Kingsley. Yes, he's done really good.
And we all know what Creed and Trey is. You know what I'm saying? Both of them are really good at their position. Creed probably the best at his position right now. And then we just got to figure out that right side because I don't think Jawan Taylor is going to be here next year. I think they end up cutting him, and plus they could save money by cutting him too. So maybe Jalen Moore or maybe Isai Pole, who I like a lot. I like that kid a lot. I think he has potential too. Maybe one of those two will battle it out for the right side, but I think the offensive line is fine. But the other positions, I'm with you. Running back coach, offensive coordinator, wide receiver coach, like passing game coordinator. I don't care. Whoever can have a little influence on Andy and be like, yo, Andy, we need to do this. How about we do this? How about we switch it? How about we take the foundation of what you want to run? Because I know you love that West Coast offense, but let's adapt it. Let's adjust it. Let's update it a little bit because everybody has caught on to the scheme. You know what I'm saying? It's just you can't keep running the same stuff year in and year out and I think that people have adjusted to it. No, we don't have that aura on the offense no more where people just tremble and get scared. There was a time period that the Chiefs would score 14 points and the other team would just scrap everything that they game plan for and just panic. And they say, you know, we up 28-3. You know what I'm saying? Like they don't have that fear anymore. Because and to be fair, we saw it the past 2 seasons. This offense hasn't been right in a while, not since the 2022 season. Since Pat has won the MVP his last time, his offense really hasn't been good. The defense was just so good, especially in 2023. That defense was just so good. The pass rush, L'Jarius Sneed and Trent McDuffie, like those 210, like that defense was just so good that the offense, all we needed the offense is just get us to 20. Just get us to 20 and we'll win the game. And even the year after that, when we beat San Francisco, same difference. The offense wasn't that great. Pat didn't have, you know what I'm saying? He didn't have all his weapons or whatever, or he was just Rasheed Rice and Travis Kelce, and then that was it. That was it. Yeah. And they just said, hey, defense, just hold it down. The offense just do just enough. And that's what they did, and they ended up winning the Super Bowl. But I just think that caught up. They didn't adjust. They didn't see, oh, well, let's run it back. You know what I'm saying? Receivers were hurt. You know, receivers were hurt. Rasheed Rice was out, blah, blah, blah. And it was just like, nah, but you still got to update your scheme, Andy. Like, when you're the best, they're going to study you.
They're going to study,
And they're going to know all your tricks. They're going to know all your stuff, all your motions, all that. That's why, you know what I'm saying, that stuff don't work no more. And that's just something that they're going to have to figure out in the offseason. Or it's going to be, like you said, it's going to be the same. And we're going to be sitting here right now at the same spot, or maybe they're just a little bit better because maybe they get a better running back or whatever, and they're just a little bit better, but we're still looking like, you know, they're good, but I don't know if they're going to win the Super Bowl this year. So they got to make some adjustments for sure. So, we was talking about it before, and they made the big announcement yesterday with the stadium being moved to Kansas. I'm gonna read this real quick and pull this up right here. Chiefs agreed to build $3 billion dome in Kansas. The team announced a deal Monday for a state-of-the-art stadium in Wyandotte County, opening in 2031 with 65,000 seats for NFL games, concerts, big events. Kansas is funding about 60% through 1.8 billion in star bonds repaid by future sales, liquor, lottery, and betting revenues near the site, while the Hunt family covers the rest plus billion for shops, hotels, and office. Clark Hunt called it tough to lead the iconic Arrowhead home to the loudest crowd ever and 3 Super Bowl celebrations, but a step to elevate the region is inevitable. So what's your overall thoughts on them leaving Arrowhead in 2031 and going to Kansas?
And it's sad to kind of see Arrowhead go. Anyone that's been born and raised here in KC, like Arrowhead is like to us, it's the mecca of football. Like how Lambeau is to Packers fans or Soldier Field is for Bears fans. That's what Arrowhead is to us. And to see it be, you're only going to get 4 more years in there. It is sad. I'm very old school when it comes to football. I believe football should be played outdoors in the elements.
Yeah.
Everybody want to do a dome, and I was listening to Clark. He did an interview this morning. Like, yeah, well, Chicago's talking about getting a dome, and Washington's getting a dome, and this team's getting a dome. I said, wait. I said, so everybody in the NFL is getting a dome, like. So we ain't gonna see no more snow games or rain or anything. It's just a weird time. I guess everybody wants other events in their stadiums besides football. So you want the concerts, you want the World Cup and all of that stuff, and all of those things are fine. But I just feel like football should be outside. With the new stadium, it is a dome, so it'll be more comfortable for the fans as far as, hey, if it's below 0 outside, okay, you're gonna be inside now. So I can understand the comfort level as far as that. But Arrowhead just Chiefs fans didn't play about that stadium, and remember when the Bengals were having their fun when they were winning for those couple of years, and they were saying, "Oh, we're going to Burrowhead" and all of that. That was offensive to us. That was like, y'all coming where? Okay, it's on.
Yeah.
So, and that was, and when we beat them and everything, it was like, yeah, don't be talking out the side of your neck talking about Arrowhead. It's Arrowhead, not Burrowhead.
Shout out to Frank Clark.
Yeah. So, and Travis Kelce let him know.
Yeah.
But that's how much the stadium means to us. So, with us, changing over, as far as the location, I can only speak on how I feel on the location part. Not too upset as far as that, because it probably adds another 15, 20 minutes to your drive. So not too bad of a drive. But is the atmosphere still going to be the same? Is the tailgating still going to be the same? I know everybody right now is saying, yeah, the tailgating is still going to be the same. Clark said, yeah, it's still going to be the same. And, we still going to, tailgating is a big part of the Chiefs. And I'm just trying to figure out how you're going to put the tailgating with everything else you're going to have, because you're building an entertainment district around the stadium. So I'll be interested to see how both of those worlds kind of fit. But yeah, sad to see Arrowhead go, but we're gonna cherish these last 4 years we have with there, and we're gonna win a couple more Super Bowls in there, and we're definitely gonna send it off right. And for my Chiefs fans that's in KCMO, I understand the frustration. But this is still our team. Those are still our guys. And let's still be the great Chiefs fans that we are, and still pull for them and cheer. And I know we may not like, the state of Kansas all that much, but we can go over there every once in a while, so go to a couple games. So I think once time passes on, everybody will all the emotion will kind of be out of it, and we can all have fun and look forward to the new stadium being ready here soon.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting because by that time we will. I mean, it'd be interesting if Patrick Mahomes is still playing around that time because 2031 it would be like what 36, 37 by that time. So it's going to be interesting if you bringing in a new stadium. Is he still the quarterback? Is it a new quarterback? There's a new regime there. Andy's probably not going to be there. So.
Yeah.
It's going to be a whole new regime there, and you're bringing a whole new. Everything's going to be new going into that stadium. So, it's going to be definitely interesting to see how it looks once they make that move. I feel bad for the Missouri side, man. I really do. I know how much Arrowhead means to that side, and me being, coming to Kansas City, seeing the family, going to Chiefs games, I know how much that is, cherished over there, and how much tradition and legacy, even in the bad times, what I'm saying? We still have memories in Arrowhead Stadium, so can never take away all the memories and times, and even these past 7 years, winning AFC championships in that stadium, and to go to the Super Bowl, guys like us who grew up in the bad, what I'm saying, who never thought we'd see a day, let alone the Super Bowl, let alone get to an AFC championship game and win it, we would beg for it. Like, hey, man, can we just get to the AFC championship?
Just get the one. Yeah,
I don't even
just
care
one.
Can we just get there?
Yeah.
We ain't been there since Joe Montana. And it's just like,
right.
Man.
Yep.
So it's just like to see it and then to become the floor for this team to where like all 7 years of Patrick Mahomes is AFC championship game. And then you get to a point, we got a little spoiled. You know what I'm saying? That's why this season is like such man, it's bad. You know what I'm saying? Because we got so used to, the floor being the AFC championship game, that the Arrowhead Invitational, as we call it. So, it's gonna definitely be a lot of memories there. But I agree with you, man. I think that time, heals all wounds, and I think eventually, fans will come along and they'll go over there and watch the games. And once they see the new stadium, it's all state of the art. It's nice in there. People are gonna love it. You know what I'm saying? They'll go to another event there, concerts, and whatever big events that they have at this new stadium. I think they'll ingratiate themselves into that stadium. They'll come along eventually. There's gonna be some that's stubborn. You know what I'm saying? Someone I'll never step foot over there, and I'm no longer a fan, and whatever. But I think the vast majority will still be fans of this team, and they'll still go over there and watch the Chiefs play. And I'm interested to see how this stadium looks. I really am, and how they're going to incorporate. The Chiefs. Was one of their biggest superpowers was the fans, the 12th man element, the Chiefs Kingdom, the tailgating. Also, you come up and be out there, guys. I mean, people are parked at 3 o'clock in the morning, ready to set up. Getting ready to set their grills and everything, get the food ready and all that stuff. Like, if they could still keep that element of it, then I think the stadium will be fine. It'll be fine. Now it'll be interesting to see the noise level, because that was another thing with the open stadium and the loud crowd and how loud Arrowhead is, and how people, teams would, hate it playing here because of the crowd. You know what I'm saying? We would cause a false start or, something like that. It's just, I don't know if that element could be duplicated, from a new stadium. We'll see. Maybe they'll try to figure out ways, to incorporate whatever they got in Arrowhead and bring it over to the new stadium. But it's gonna be interesting to see how they, structure this new stadium to give it that feel. So,
Yeah.
all right.
Yeah, they need. I know it's gonna be a little less than Arrowhead. They're talking about 68,000
Yeah, that's another thing.
seats. So, um, I think it'll still be loud.
Mhm.
Maybe we can, break the record there. We can, have another loudest crowd record.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I think they'll. I think Clark and the guys that are going to be drawing up this new stadium, I think they'll find a way to keep the noise in there. So I think we'll be fine on that.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. For sure. Yeah. Hopefully so. Hopefully so.
Yes, hopefully. Hopefully.
All right. So we do have a game on Christmas against the
Yep.
Denver Broncos, and the Broncos, they're coming off of a big loss against Jacksonville. Jacksonville kind of put it on them, and Jacksonville's looking pretty good right now. But they, they got exposed a little bit because Denver's kind of been living on the edge, especially offensively, where their defense will
Yep.
keep them in the game, keep them in the game. Even in our first game they played against us, they kept them in the game, and in the fourth quarter, it's just like Bo Nix just makes a couple throws, and it's just like, all right, man, like, and you just see it. The offense ain't really that good. It's just their defense is really that good, and it keeps them in games. I feel like that with Houston too, but more so with Denver. So they're going to be coming in juiced up, ready to go because they're trying to get that one seed, like you said. They're fighting off Jacksonville now. They're fighting off the Patriots. So they're trying to keep everything going through Mile High. So, what are you watching for in this game? What do you want to see?
For the Chiefs to be successful, is going to be on the offensive side, running the football. Um, I feel like a broken record saying this because I say it a lot on our show, which is, just run the football. Um, uh, Hunt, if he can get 20, 25 carries, that would help. Um, Pacheco do something. I don't. It could be 50 yards at this point. Like, just do something. You know. Offensive line, give Chris Oladokin enough time to get the ball out. If that means we got to run shorter routes, so okay, I know we want to throw deep balls, but today against this defensive line, we doing slants, we doing curls,
Mhm.
we doing everything that's short because that's probably all the time we gonna have. And
Right.
so, the short passing game. I just want Andy to be a little more creative. And since you're out the playoffs, throw one or two trick plays in there. Why not?
Yeah.
It's not gonna hurt nothing. You do a trick play, it turn to a turnover. Oh well, that's the kind of season it's been anyway. You might as well just try it, and see what happens. So I'll be interested. Let's see if we see, we'll see a fake punt or we see a halfback pass or something, something crazy.
Yeah.
Um, there's that. And then on the defensive side, I still say the best way to beat the Broncos is letting Bo Nix beat you.
Mhm.
You saw in the game against the Jaguars, Bo Nix was not able to do that. Jacksonville, they were successful running the football. Trevor Lawrence had his best game as a pro. He ain't looked that good since senior year at Clemson. That was something else seeing that. So Trevor Lawrence played well. So of course I know. I think the Broncos are like a 12-point favorite in this game. So
12
everybody,
mm-hmm.
everybody assumes they're going to win this game.
Yeah.
So I want the Chiefs to play free, but also with some fire. Hey, we didn't give our best effort last week. This may be Trav's last game here at Arrowhead. Let's do this for him.
Mm-hmm.
Let's at least give our best effort. We give our best effort and we still come up short. At least we can be like, hey, we tried. They won by 3, or they made a one-handed catch and they got, the game-winning touchdown or something. Okay, we can kind of live with that. But I want to see the Chiefs put their best foot forward in this game and make the Broncos earn this win. Make them earn the 1 seed. Don't just give it to them.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. I want to see, man, just spam all kinds of passes to Travis Kelce. Right. Just spam all kinds of passes. At this point, just, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, it's 3rd and long. Hey, where Travis at? I don't care. Like, in the red zone, we trying to get Travis in the end zone. Like, this might be his last touchdown in Arrowhead. So let's get him a touchdown, man. Because I'm with you, man. I do want to see them give them some fire. I know, like you said, Chiefs fans, they want that draft pick, and we haven't picked this early in the draft, so the silver lining is you're probably going to get a nice prospect coming out of college, as low as we're going to be picking, whether it be from 10 to 12, maybe even 8. I don't know. But we will be getting a nice prospect at that pick. But still, you got to go out there and lay it out on the field, man. And what better way to do it in front of that whole crowd? It's going to be cold. These people pay good money. They brought the kids out here. Like, don't embarrass them. You know what I'm saying?
Don't embarrass.
Offense, just try to be efficient on offense. Defense, have a better showing than that you had last week against Tennessee. Like, don't, what I'm saying? Like, just, Chris, have one of these. Kel, this might be your last game in Arrowhead if they do make some personnel decisions and trade you away. Because I'm with you on that. He might be the piece that we might have to trade away, especially with the cap looking the way it's looking next year. So unless he restructures some stuff, we might have to trade you away. So this might be your last game. So play like it's your last game in Arrowhead. So, but I'm still sticking with and I see some of the notes coming from the press conference and them talking about getting some young guys more involved this week, and we'll see. But I don't be trusting what Andy and them be saying in the press conference. They'll sit up there and lie to you all week and then do the exact opposite. It's just like, all right, Andy, you're gonna get Jalen Royal some more touches. Okay, you're gonna give him 2 touches this week. Give him 2 snaps.
2 slams, right? Yeah.
Where he's not even.
I would love to see the young guys playing this game.
Yeah.
Let's see. I want to see if Jalen Rose is even good. Let's see. He ain't played.
What's there to lose, man? Like, I get it.
Yeah.
We was in playoff contention right now, and the team was playing well. I get it. It's his red shirt year. We don't need him right now. Rasheed Rice is having a good year. Xavier Worthy's having a good year. Tyquan Thornton and Hollywood. I get it. It's a pecking order. You don't need him this year. All the past years, you needed Rasheed Rice because we had so many injuries. We needed Xavier Worthy last year because Rice got hurt. It was just like, so I get it. But this year, you had all your weapons, so I get why they didn't play him. But now, nothing matters. And Rasheed Rice probably not even playing this game because he's in concussion protocol. So I don't think it's a quick turnaround. He's going to be out there playing. I could be wrong, but I don't think he's going to play. So why not see what Jalen Royals got? I ain't saying the man should start, but just get him a couple snaps. 12 to 15 snaps ain't going to hurt Jalen Royals.
Let's see. Let's see if he's
12 to 15 touches to Brashard Smith ain't gonna hurt him.
exactly
Running between the tackles, catching the ball at the backfield. Do it all. So I don't know.
That's it.
We'll see.
Yeah, I would love to see that because I want to see what next year is going to look like.
Mhm.
So if Royals and Bernard Smith, they both play well, I'm like, okay, all right, we got something now for 2026.
Mhm.
Right now, it's just big, question mark. I don't know. I don't know if they're good. I don't know if they're bad because we haven't seen them play. So
I don't need to see Juju out there. We know what Juju is, man. I don't need to see Juju's mistress. I don't need it.
yeah, they could have been shut down Juju.
It's like if it was up to me, I would have shot down Xavier Worthy because he dealing with a shoulder. He dealing with an ankle. Why is he out there? Like,
why is he out there? Yeah.
Let him heal up and hey kid, get ready for 2026.
Get ready. Yes.
Heal up. Maybe get your body a little stronger. Heal up for 2026. Rasheed Rice, you hurting? Something wrong with your ankle? Get ready for 2026.
Get ready.
Work on your routes and stuff, man. You good, but just get ready for 2026. And that's what I would do. I would just shut it down, man. It's just like, because if these dudes get hurt, now you got a bigger thing on your problem, bigger problem that you got to deal with. So it's just like,
exactly.
But yeah, just don't make us look bad on Christmas, man. It's already bad enough that this game doesn't matter. So
don't do that.
Usually we'd have the division wrapped up by this time. So
don't get blown out.
Yeah.
Don't get blown out on Christmas, y'all. Please.
Well, all right, Greg, man. Appreciate you coming on the show, man, giving us your insight, your wisdom, man, about how the Chiefs and the game, past game and the stadium. We appreciate you coming on. Definitely gonna have to get you back on when we do the live stream, man, so we can get you, on the actual show with my co-host Mar. But definitely appreciate you. I know your co-hosts are going to be coming on the show later, so that's going to be cool to have them on, man, to get their opinions and all that stuff. But tell everybody where to follow you at and where they can see all your content.
Yeah, so you can check out our Red Kingdom podcast. Is on the All Sports All Plays Network. Just go to ASAP Sports Network on the YouTube, and you'll be on there. Tuesdays and Saturdays at noon Central Time. Also, Red Kingdom has a TikTok page as well. It is red.kingdom KC4. So make sure you follow us there as well. We post all our clips and stuff on that page. It's been a lot of trolls this season, but it's all right. We'll be able to get them back next season. So
yeah.
Let them follow us there, and then yeah. So make sure to give us a follow there to keep updated with everything Chiefs.
For sure. Well, once again, man, appreciate you, Greg, man, and definitely got to get you back on, man, for sure.
Yeah, for sure. Thank you for having me. I had an awesome time.
Yeah, for sure. All right, man. All righty. All right, Chiefs Kingdom. Well, that was it for today's show. We will be tapped in later on today for the live stream. We will have the Red Kingdom podcast, the rest of the Red Kingdom podcast on to talk with us on the live stream. Also, we'll have the homie Dre. He's going to be coming on also to talk Chiefs with us. So got a full slate there on with me and Mar. So like I said, once again, appreciate Greg coming. I definitely had to get Greg on here to see what he had to say. So until later on, man, Chiefs Kingdom, keep your heads up. And until then, I'm out.